Everyone, hello. Okay, so welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Smart Investor. And the reason we're saying Smart Investor is because we here to understand and to be educated, right? I'm here to educate you in terms of what's going on in the stock market, what's going on with risk, what's going on with the player, what's going on with the companies, what's going on the analysis, what's going on with the overall market, and importantly, how is it that we're going to make some market in this market? No pun intended. So at the end of the day, what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you, I was always talking about, let's take advantage of the market. Let's not try to predict anything, correct? So how do we take advantage of this market? As you could see of the past couple of days, we've had some issues, right? We have had some issues because we've seen that anytime there is some positive news, nothing happens. Is on some negative news, the market just takes a big doo-doo. Right. So what does that mean? What it means essentially that the market is looking for direction. It's looking for a direction because it doesn't know where to go. Remember what I said about the market. You may believe it or not, but the market is a little bit of a child that needs to be taken care of all the time, a child that needs to be entertained. And the way it gets entertained is by you losing money and you making money, but it gets entertained all day long. So what do? How do we take advantage in this market where essentially, obviously, we need to let's recall what's going on, exactly what the story is. The story is that the economy is slowing down. We don't have a recession. Some people say we're going to be hit with a recession. Some people don't. But right now, the Fed, because that's what everything is surrounding itself on, the Fed is essentially saying that what's going to happen is I am going to lower the rate just enough to take care of inflation because I do not need to worry about a recession. Some people said you are too late. Some people said no, you're getting carried away. You're losing an opportunity to make money. So you got two camps, right? And then yesterday we have some ridiculous news about the ISM and number about the economy, but that wasn't really what the issue was. It wasn't such a big, humongous deal that we had to be worried about. So what do we have? We have U.S. job openings fall to lowest levels since January 2021. But this is not surprise. The economy is cooling, but doesn't mean that the economy is collapsing. So let's take a breather on that one, right? This is just a bit of a cooling period.
But all in all, the economy is doing fine.
What happened yesterday? We keep talking about this DOJ investigation into NVIDIA, but the sell-off took place before that was reported by Bloomberg. So what really kicked things off? What are the underlying concerns? And I'm assuming it's about a lot more than just the election, because it doesn't seem like it was an election sort of issue that played out yesterday.
Well, it really didn't make much sense that all of a sudden the market started off with such a decline. Becky, I hate to say this, but it sure seems like there might have been a leak. The ferociousness of which the market took a dive suggested that somebody had figured out that something could come out in terms of bad news for the semiconductors, particularly for NVIDIA. And then 10 o'clock, we had the Purchasing Managers Index come out, and that kind of brought in all the hard landers out there. That here is another example of a hard landing. The Purchasing Managers Survey of manufacturing is turning out to be another useless, misleading indicator of economic activities.
Okay, so basically, there may have been some news. There might be some news about the semiconductors, and ultimately, they look at all the purchasing managers on the way down, so that's the end of it. Now, I think what it is we are panicking, as I keep saying. There is no reason. We don't have a recession. There is no reason. I mean, a recession, keep in mind, a recession, you need something pretty nasty to give rise to a recession. Something needs to I mean, we had the recession, in 2008. We had the recession in 2020. I mean, some major things happened here. I mean, what? Okay. So anyway, but the point is that, like he says, we are in choppy waters. But like I said, I am not trying to predict what's going to happen. I'm going to take advantage of it. Let me show you a case in point of what I did. For example, took a very simple position a couple of days ago, and remember what I was telling you about Tesla? Tesla moves like in very mysterious ways, and it goes up and it goes down. So all you need to do, or what you should have done really, is you should have done a call option, right? A very short daily call option for December 2020. And as you could see, right, call option 33%, 32% in one day. Okay, 32% in one day. Took advantage of the situation, grabbed it, used it, liked it, and that's it. I mean, I take advantage. I move up, I move down, I move down. Now, of course, when you look at what's going on in the market itself, as far as Tesla is concerned, you could see it's a sea of red. I mean, NVIDIA is getting killed as usual. But look at Tesla, 4.1%. That name is very volatile. I like the volatility of Tesla. I like the volatility of Tesla because it enables me to actually take advantage of it, right? And that's what you want to do. Simple as that. Now, what else can you do? Well, I mean, if you look at my portfolio, again, I describe all of my trades in my Patreon channels. But let's take a look at the rest of the portfolio to see how we did. So we have 32% on the Tesla call. We have another 29% on the second one that I took a while back, but let's not forget that's another call for December, a different strike price, obviously. Tesla is up 4%. Now everybody else is down, except of course our friend Fabrinet. Remember Fabrinet? I keep telling you about Fabrinet. I like Fabrinet. Fabrinet is doing fantastic thing. Now what's going on with the small portfolio? Let's see how we're doing with the small caps. Okay, the small caps are holding their own. Now, I mean, obviously, except for MMR, by the way, 1.72% in one day, could have been better. But one thing I want to point out. Look at the Russell 2000. The Russell 2000 is at 0.19%, lost 0.19%, and the S&P lost 0.16%. We are kind of now matching this theme that I think is realizing, this theme that's in the market right now, this theme that is thorough, and I like a lot, is the fact that the Russell and the S&P are two dolphins in the water just having a good time. Now, of course, the market itself is not having a good time, but that's not what it's about. It's not about predicting. It's about taking advantage of it, okay? And right now, the market is nervous. For some reason, I mean, as you could see, something is going on in this market that is hard to predict. Because, as Yardeni mentioned, there may have been some release of information, presumed information about the semiconductor, and that kind of spooked the market. Market is looking for a reason to go down. The point is, right now, the market is nervous. The market is nervous about what's going to happen September 18 when the Fed is going to release its earnings. It's going to lower the rates. It's going to lower the rates. It's going to lower. I mean, that's all we keep talking about. So they forget everything else. They forget the fact that now, and by the way, took on some more position in NVIDIA, some options, because they're getting very, very, very cheap. Especially the one from the December 20th is getting very cheap. Was like $8 a couple of days. Now it's down to $2. It's getting there. That call is pretty interesting. But the point is is that you're expecting some movement. The point is that you want to position yourself in a way that's going to enable you to take advantage of the market. But you need to understand the market now. Now the question is, what is going to happen between now and then? What is going to happen between now and then? I could tell you what's going to happen. Volatility, that's what's going to happen. Because I know that I don't know. I know that I cannot predict the market. I know that I don't know what's really going on in the back of these people's mind. I don't know what the Fed is going to do. But I know he's creating a tremendous amount of uncertainty. There's a tremendous amount of uncertainty also driven by the elections. You know, Yarden is looking for a gridlock. What he's saying is that he doesn't care who wins. The point is if a Republican wins, he hopes the Democrats hold the House, so there's a gridlock. Because one thing you probably don't want is either one of them to win, because none of them is talking about either one of them is talking about the debt. They're both going to want to spend some money. One is going to want to spend some money. One is going to want to cut taxes. Yes, I know cutting taxes is great, but keep in mind that for you to handle the national debt, that is going to be a big issue. That is going to require quite a bit of doing, because you don't tackle 35 trillion just like that. You're going to have to essentially either grow, hopefully that's what happens, because you could grow. As you grow, you collect more taxes, or you're going to have to raise taxes, which is a deadbeat, or you're going to have to cut Medicare, which is not possible, or you're going to have to extend the time when it's time to retire, which is not possible, or you're going to have to be paid less money, which is not possible. It's almost impossible to do. And in fact, this budget is on autopilot, okay? So the way you take advantage of the market is that you understand what's happening, you understand what's going on, and you understand that you do not know. Keep in mind, you do not know. So then what you just position yourself. You know, you day traders out there, this stuff is going up and down, up and down, up and down. You look at your pattern and boom, you execute, boom, you execute. Take advantage. One thing you don't want is flatness, right? Because nobody makes any money this way. This market is beautiful because you could make money going up or going down. So keep that in mind, and let's see what happens next. Lots of excitement in the market. Lots of good things that are about to happen. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget, like this video.